In this video, I'm going to go through my top 10 choices of vegetables to start in March, indoors or outdoors depending on where you live. To keep everybody on the same page, I'm going to show you when to start each of these depending on your last frost date.
So Google your zip code or area and last frost date, and you'll have the info you need to know exactly when to get these started.
If you want to know when is the best time to start anything for your spring garden, check out our brand new planting calculator. All you have to do is enter your last frost date and you'll get a list of anything you could possibly want to grow and when to start it, both indoors, outdoors, plus growing tips. I'll leave a link to that down below in the video description. Now let me know where you're from and what you're most looking forward to growing this year. But right now, let's get into the list.
My first choice is tomatoes. I consider tomatoes the reigning royalty of the summer garden. There are literally hundreds of varieties. They're definitely the most popular crop grown at home, and for good reason. There's absolutely no comparison in taste between a store-bought tomato and a homegrown tomato. My second choice, sweet potatoes. Contrary to popular belief, sweet potatoes and potatoes aren't related. Sweet potatoes are related to the morning glory, and potatoes are in the nightshade family. Sweet potato vines do spread and take up a lot of space, but they can also be grown in large containers. Number 3 is summer squash. Squashes and melons are fun crops to grow and super easy to grow. Unless you're in an area frequented by squash bugs or vine borers, you know they can devastate an entire crop seemingly overnight. Studies have shown that squash vine borers and squash bugs prefer blue Hubbard squash over all others. Plant a trap crop of blue Hubbards a month earlier than your main crop to give them a head start. They should be 10 to 15 feet away from the crop you're trying to protect. Number 4 is beans. There are 2 types of beans, bush and runner. And having 2 types means you can grow beans in your garden no matter what size or shape it might be. You'll need to grow runner beans on a trellis of some kind. Bush beans are very prolific though, and you won't need a trellis for those. You can even grow them in a container. Number 5 is lettuce. If you've never gardened before, lettuce is a great starter plant, especially leaf lettuce. It germinates and grows quickly. You can start harvesting in less than a month. There are 2 main types of lettuce, leaf lettuce and head lettuce. Head lettuce takes more space and takes more time to grow, while leaf lettuce is quick growing, can be tucked in just about anywhere.
All right, we're about halfway through the list, and I wanted to let you know really quick about something special that's coming up this next week. I don't know about you, but I've tried a lot of different planting type of software, garden planning software, or apps, and none of them have done anything that I ever wanted them to do, and they were all really difficult to use. Then a friend told me about Seed Time. I tried it, I loved it, and I liked it so much I'm actually inviting the founders of Seed Time onto my channel to walk us through how it works, and that's going to be something that's totally free, and it's going to be this coming Tuesday, March 4th. I'm going to leave some information down below, including a link, so you can get in there and learn with us.
Number 6, potatoes. Potatoes are one of the most fun things to grow, and you never know what you're going to dig up at harvest. Aside from the fun of growing them, the flavor of homegrown potatoes fresh out of the earth is way different than you might think. Remember to check the links in the video of this description because I have a video on how easy it is to grow potatoes without ever digging to plant them or digging to harvest them. Number 7 is chard. Both the stems and leaves of chard can be eaten cooked or raw. Swiss chard grows to a large size, so leave plenty of room in the garden bed. You probably only need 1 or 2 plants. Chard is extremely cold hardy, down to 15 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 9.4 Celsius. On the other hand, it's also heat tolerant, much more so than lettuce, so you can continue to harvest chard through the summer to use in salads. Number 8 is onions. Onions have been in cultivation for over 5,000 years, and I can't think of many of my favorite recipes that don't include onions. I find growing my own and cooking with them to be so satisfying. They're delicious and add so much flavor to so many dishes. They take up very little space when interplanted with other vegetables, and they're easy to grow when you follow a few basic rules.
Now the last 2 are plant families or plant groups, which can be grown really well when planted right now.
9 is root veggies like carrots, beets, parsnip, and radish. Root vegetables can be grown in any weather except freezes. That means they're some of the first planted in any garden. In mild winter climates, these make up the bulk of our fall, winter, and early spring garden, but can also be grown through the heat of summer. In cold winter climates, these are usually planted or sown in late winter, early spring, and grown through until your first freeze. Number 10 is brassicas. This is a family that includes broccoli, cauliflower, Chinese cabbage, regular cabbage, kale, kohlrabi, and turnips. These amazing plants are known to survive freezes down to 25 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 3.8 Celsius. Most are long growers, meaning they take months to mature. These are great options for space-saving interplanting. Because they take so long to grow to harvest, you can plant quick growing crops right around them to maximize space.
So those are my choices. So get busy now to make 2025 your best garden year ever. And if you're just now starting seeds, check out this video right here. It'll go through all the possible mistakes in advance so you don't have to make them yourself. I'll see you guys next time.